Yes guys, welcome back to VWE. We are back with another episode here on YouTube of the Ryan Rivers Careerverse. It is episode 9 today already, which is completely insane. But before we get into that, we have to look back on what happened in episode 8. The episode 8 and all of the other episodes are playlisted on the channel for you. If you have not seen them before, you can just go back and watch them at your own leisure. So, episode 8. Ridge Holland tries to recruit Ryan Rivers as a tag team partner to try and take down Chase University. And well, you just saw how well that went for Ridge Holland. Ryan pulled a ruse where he accepted Ridge's request for a tag team match, but you saw what happened instead of that tag team match. And Ryan then would go on to drop a powerful promo setting out his goals here on why he doesn't want or need friends, in his opinion, in NXT. And then we would go on to this match right here that was born out of the fact that Chase U have not been themselves lately, because Andre Chase is really mentally struggling with the fact that he cannot beat Ryan Rivers. This caused Duke Hudson to step up for Chase U and say, "Don't worry about it, Andre, I will take care of this for you." Hence this match was born. Unfortunately though, for Duke Hudson, things did not go how he thought they were going to go either. He would also fall to Ryan Rivers, and that opens the door for episode number 9, where we are today. So, let's get it. Welcome to NXT, guys. I do not know what Ryan Rivers is doing out here. I did not have this on my notes, but for the first time in the arena, we are going to see him with a mic. So let's not waste time and let's hand over to him. Finally, I can put Chase University and this Ridge Holland situation behind me and focus on what I was supposed to be focusing on when I first came here, and that is the NXT Championship. So, with that in mind, I want to get the NXT Champion down here, right? Wow, Andre Chase is coming down here. I think Rivers was about to call for the NXT Champion, however, he's not going to get them. He's going to get Andre Chase right after he just said he was done with Andre. So let's see what's going to happen here now. Rivers, I understand why you threw out that tag match. It was because you did not want to face me again. Because I have found a weakness in your game. I can beat you. You know I can beat you. You can beat me? Let's do this then, next week. And there we go. We are gonna get Ryan Rivers versus Andre Chase next week here on NXT. I know you guys heard what Andre Chase and Ryan Rivers had to say out here earlier tonight. Andre making the challenge for next week, Ryan accepting the challenge, which is somewhat surprising considering the coward that man is. But after what he did to me, you think that I was just going to let that slide, Ryan? I was going to let you handle your business like the way that you want to do it on your terms? No. See, I have gone to the general manager of NXT, Shawn Michaels, and you won't be facing Andre Chase next week. But fear not, Andre. As much as I hate you, you're not getting taken out of this match. It's gonna be instead a triple threat match, and it is not gonna take place next week here on NXT. No, it's gonna happen before that. It's gonna happen at NXT's Halloween Havoc. So the both of you get ready because both of you have got a Ridge Holland style beating coming your way. Well, you guys are not gonna have to wait for that, because from Sheffield, England, where Ridge Holland and Ryan Rivers are from, talking about England of course, not Sheffield, we have got Halloween Havoc, and out first comes Andre Chase, the professor of Chase University, the man who has had nothing but issues ever since Ryan Rivers stepped into NXT. It's of his own doing, sort of, though, because if we think all the way back to Ryan getting accepted into NXT, it was this man right here, Andre Chase, who was, for lack of a better word really, jealous of the attention that Ryan was getting as he signed into NXT. Andre believing that attention should be going to people like him who have been here a lot longer than him. And now we have Ridge Holland, English native, as I mentioned a little while ago. Interestingly though, the fans here just don't like him. They actually want Andre Chase in this match, it seems like. But Ridge, he's in this match because he was taken out by Ryan Rivers. We've obviously not seen it in front of our eyes, we've not seen it on camera, but Ridge Holland has for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks been having issues himself with Chase University, because he believes that he has been wronged by them many times, basically due to the numbers game, costing him loss after loss after loss. That's his take on it. We can't really comment because we haven't seen it, but that's the message he was trying to convey across to Ryan Rivers. Ridge would then go on to try and recruit Ryan Rivers to try and even up the odds and potentially put Chase University in his rear view mirror. And now, the man who kind of connects all of this match together, none other than Ryan Rivers himself. First time back in front of his native English people. But again, just like Ridge, they just don't seem to like him. And Ryan really got pulled into this whole mess by Andre Chase. He has shown not to be the most likable character, but you've got to say how all of this has unveiled and played itself out. It's not his fault that Andre Chase was jealous of him. He beat Andre Chase thinking maybe that was enough to put all this behind him, but no, Chase, you just kept coming and kept coming. Ridge tried to recruit him, and that's where the fans really turned on Rivers, because although they don't like Ridge, that was such a ruse that he played to accept Ridge as a tag partner, and before that match gets going, just completely wipes him out, and then we don't hear off Ridge until just a few nights ago on NXT, giving us this match that he has asked HBK4, the general manager, for those of you who don't know, of NXT in this Careerverse, Shawn Michaels, has put this match together at the request of Ridge Holland, who's just got wiped out by Andre Chase already, and now with the German suplex to Chase, I wonder if Ryan's going to try and bring out the same tactics as we saw him use in his last triple threat match. That's right, guys, this is not his first triple threat match. He had the one against Javon Evans and El Mongo Jr., where he got one of them outside of the ring, one of them inside of the ring, and proceeded to dominate both. It looks like, as he powerbombs Andre Chase out to the outside from the inside of the ring, it looks very much actually like he's going to try and use those same tactics again to get himself the win in this match. I get the feeling it could be a lot harder tonight because, with all due respect to El Mago, there is more seasoned competitors in this match, and Javon himself, talented as he is very young in his career, and that might be why, with two more, like I say, seasoned competitors, it could be harder to try and divide and conquer is the words I was looking for. And it didn't skip my attention, by the way, that Andre Chase has brought a frigging door into the NXT ring, and that door is now propped up in the corner. And I think Ryan, I thought he was going to try and throw Andre Chase into the door, but no, instead he launches him for the second time in this match with a German freaking suplex. And now he has Ridge Holland up on his shoulders. Is he going to do it? Is he? He is! Ridge Holland has just been thrown through a freaking door here on NXT Halloween Havoc, and surely that's going to be enough. Ryan does go for the cover. It's one, it's two, and as... I was just going to say, as quick as this started, it's over. But credit to Ridge Holland for being able to withstand being powerbombed through a freaking door. Backstabber now to Andre Chase. And he is dominating this match. Divide and conquer is sort of working. I didn't think it would, but it is. Not quite as cleanly as it did against Javon and El Mago, but it still nonetheless is working. Nice shot on clothesline there from Rivers, who I get the feeling after the last NXT episode that we watched right before Halloween Havoc, he wants to put all of this issue behind him. He wants to move on from Ridge Holland and Chase U, and he wants to move to where he believes he should be, which is the top of the card, which is the NXT Championship, but he just can't seem to leave these two behind at the moment. Nice knee to the midsection of Ridge Holland there. Let's not forget, just a couple of weeks ago, Ridge has looked out of sorts in this match, and that is because, like I was just going to say, a couple of weeks back, he got absolutely just destroyed by steps, ladders, sledgehammers. And speaking of sledgehammers, Andre Chase brings one into the ring, swung it, but not quite quickly enough that he could catch Rivers in the midsection. Boom, big right hand onto the chin there of Holland, who's going to wisely roll himself out the ring. But then is it wise really in this match? Because if Ridge rolls out the ring, Ryan could right now go for the cover on Andre Chase, and this would be over. So maybe it's not such a good idea. But luckily for Ridge, Ryan's not thinking that right now. Instead, he's thinking, let's use the steel ring post to separate Andre Chase's friggin' shoulder, is what he's thinking right now. Listen to the reaction he's getting from the fans. There is vitriol here for Rivers right now. Another knee to the midsection of Andre Chase, and now we are gonna go to using the sledgehammer. An unprotected shot to the midsection of Andre Chase, and he's gonna do it again, and that's gonna be it. That is undoubtedly gonna be it. Maybe Ryan's waiting for Ridge to get up to put him back down, I don't know. Surprisingly though, Andre Chase gets back up as well as Ridge, who wants none of this right now. Did you see him there? Strange reactions from him. This time it's Chase that goes to the outside the ring, and as much as it might not be smart, who can blame him after two heavy sledgehammer shots to the midsection? Ryan's now going to show his power as he slams Ridge Holland into the middle of the ring from the top rope, and the crowd have come alive for that one. Ryan now perching Andre Chase on that top rope, and I think we might be about to see the same thing here. He may even slam Chase onto Holland. No, Holland moves out the way just about. But the crowd are really into what they're seeing here in this arena. I hope that you guys are too. This has been a hell of a match already. We've seen sledgehammers, we've seen doors, and we are not done yet. Chase down in the middle of the ring. Holland draped over that middle rope and took a double foot to the face. Baseball dropkick style. Brutal from Rivers, who's really now taking over this match, you have to say. It's not looking good for Andre, and it's not looking good for Holland right now. But anything can happen in a triple threat match. All it takes is Andre to pin Ridge or Ridge to pin Andre, and Ryan could see himself losing this match. And listen to this crowd. They are absolutely loving this as the chair now has been introduced and got launched into the face of Ridge Holland. The brutality continues to escalate and escalate and escalate in this triple threat match. Nasty chop there from Rivers to Andre Chase, who every time he gets hit, the crowd just boos this place. Little breather in the action here, but only for a second, as another powerbomb is coming Ridge's way. This time it's into those buckles that have absolutely no give whatsoever, and Ridges took another absolute beating during this match. Rivers goes to use the chair. I think Chase was playing a little bit of possum there, but it has not helped him, or has it? No, it hasn't. Nice arm drag throw there to block the punch of Chase by Ryan Rivers, who, oh no. A table is now about to be introduced into this match, but this is an opening right here. Ridge is making a mistake. This is exactly what I was talking about earlier. Go for the cover on Andre Chase and you might have this one, but no. He has had to use that sledgehammer. That's the third time that has been smashed into the ribs of Andre. Ridge took too long there, and that was a mistake, in my opinion, as he now finds himself. German suplex by Rivers. He didn't even see it coming, Holland. Rivers now is clearing off the announce booth here, thankfully not mine. That is the American announce table that's getting it there. Ridge went for his finish there. He couldn't hit it though, and he's just launched through the air by Ryan Rivers. My gosh. Andre there tries to grab Rivers, but Rivers just pushed him straight out the way. Nothing fancy there. You don't want to be here if you're Andre Chase, that's a sure. On the shoulders, are we going to see it? We are. History maker through the American announce table. And that, you would think, is Andre Chase now out of the running and out of this match. But what a suplex in the ring. The action does not stop by Ridge Holland. It's one, but wow. One is all it is. Rivers managing to kick out of that strong and early. I've got to say, he's not really took that much punishment, to be honest. He spotted Andre Chase up as well. Has Rivers. Andre has gone to try and slam Rivers, but he just doesn't have it left after the abuse that midsection that core has taken from the sledgehammer. But do you know who does have the strength? Ryan Rivers, because look at this. This is the third suplex, third different style of suplex to Andre Chase on the outside. Now Ridge tries to launch up Rivers into the air. He can't manage it and gets smashed across the chest, back of the head, I believe. Hit the steel chair there as well. I could be wrong about that, but it looked very much like it did. And what's Ryan doing now? He's set the table up in the middle of the ring, just almost disrespectfully there, throwing a water bottle at Andre Chase. Chase is now getting back to his feet, but he's going to be met with an unprotected shot to the head from that steel chair. And again, I think Chase might just be about out of this one. Big right hand there. Rocked Ridge Holland right back almost into the corners. Ryan's trying to put Ridge, I believe, up against the table there, but he can't get it done. Ridge is actually going to fight back here, and the crowd are really not all that interested. Oh, nice switch of the weight there. by Ryan to counter Ridge's attempt at a suplex there. The crowd, honestly, are fully behind Andre Chase, who brings a stop sign into the ring. But he is met with an absolutely brutal clothesline there to put him back down again. We have the situation once again where Chase and Holland are both down and Ryan Rivers is the only man standing. Chase sent back to the outside of the ring, and now Ridge is going to get powerbombed again. He's been powerbombed through the door, he's been powerbombed through the table, he's been powerbombed into the buckles, and Ridge Holland has took an absolute whooping in this match, it has to be said. Chase didn't move once he was thrown outside the ring, and the only reason he's up and moving now is Ryan Rivers. Into the corner goes Andre Chase. Into the corner goes Ridge Holland. There is no way Rivers is going to do this. There's no way he's going to get these men up. He has got Ridge Holland and Andre Chase onto his shoulders, and it is a double history maker. That is absolutely otherworldly strength from Rivers. We've seen him do that before, but men the size of Holland and Andre Chase, that is impressive stuff from Ryan Rivers. Has he now, with that win, left Andre Chase and Ridge Holland behind? The honest answer, I do not know. But there is a way we can all find out together, and that is in a couple of days if you guys tune in for the next episode. For this one though, we are done. I thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate each and every one of you for being here, for watching, for liking, for subscribing. It means so much. But until the next one, guys, that is going to do it for us. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. We've got plenty more of the Careerverse coming. We've got 2K26 round the corner. We're going to have My Rise, Showcase, all of that good stuff coming down the line as well. It's exciting times here on the channel. I'm absolutely pumped for it. I hope you guys are too. Again, I'm rambling now, as I tend to do. Thank you so much for being here. I hope to see you all back for the next one in a couple of days. But until then, enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and bye.